When it comes to dating and social interactions, many men don't realize that some of their behaviors, though harmless in their minds, can actually come off as unsettling or uncomfortable to women. It's rarely intentional. Sometimes it's lack of awareness, social pressure, or nervousness. But these small actions can create a huge difference in how they're perceived. Here are the most common creepy behaviors guys do without even realizing it and why they matter. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to the channel, and hit the bell for more videos. Staring too long without smiling. Holding prolonged eye contact without any warmth or expression comes off as intimidating, not confident. Standing too close. Many guys unknowingly invade personal space. What feels like being attentive to them feels like pressure to her. Showing up unexpectedly. Surprise visits, sudden appearances at her job or home, or coincidentally showing up everywhere she goes can feel invasive. Overly intense compliments. Saying things like, "you're perfect," or "I think about you constantly too early," can seem obsessive rather than flattering. Asking for her social media before her name. This signals impulsiveness and objectification rather than genuine interest. Liking old photos on social media, going back months or years to like pictures, makes her feel monitored or analyzed. Responding instantly every time. Even though it seems like dedication, constant immediate replies can feel clingy or overwhelming. Making everything sexual too soon. Over-sexualizing conversations or jokes before establishing comfort always sends the wrong signal. Complimenting her body. Before her personality, it makes her feel objectified, not appreciated. Accidentally touching. Too much unnecessary shoulder touches, lingering handshakes, or brushing against her repeatedly are major red flags for women. Texting nonstop, even after she stops replying. When she slows down communication, bombarding her with messages feels desperate and unsettling. Asking extremely personal questions. Too early. Questions about her previous partners, trauma, or insecurities come off as intrusive. Following her around in social settings. Shadowing her at events makes her feel tracked, not protected. Getting jealous. Quickly. Even subtle jealousy, like asking who she was talking to, can feel creepy because the relationship hasn't earned that level of concern. Making future plans too soon. Talking about marriage, kids, or moving in together early creates pressure instead of connection. Complimenting her in a way that sounds possessive statements like, "you're mine," or "I don't want any guy looking at you," scare women away. Over-explaining or over-justifying actions. Constant reassurance and long explanations make him seem unstable or unpredictable. Asking for validation. Constantly. "Do you like me? Are you sure? Did I do something wrong?" It becomes mentally draining for her. Showing up in her online spaces at odd hours. Lurking on every story, commenting on every post, or being the first to react every time feels obsessive. Ignoring social cues. Not realizing when she wants space, when she's uncomfortable, or when she's giving one-word answers can feel creepy because it shows lack of awareness. Talking too much about his loneliness. It makes her feel like she's being given emotional responsibility too soon, bringing up marriage or commitment. After a few dates, even if he's sincere, it feels rushed and unsettling. Trying too hard to be nice. Over-the-top politeness, insisting on paying for everything, or being overly eager can seem manipulative. Watching her instead of joining the group. Standing in the corner observing her, instead of engaging normally with others, feels off. Acting like the relationship is more serious than it is. Referring to her as "my girl" or acting protective too early sets off alarm bells. Bringing up odd or dark. Topics too soon. Talking about conspiracies, personal revenge stories, or violent past situations makes him appear unpredictable, randomly showing up where she checks in. Online, even if it's a coincidence, it doesn't feel like one to her. Mimicking her behavior, trying to look compatible. When it feels forced, it comes off as manipulative, asking for pictures, constantly. Even cute or selfie requests can feel like pressure, becoming upset when she rejects a compliment. It shows a fragile ego and creates discomfort, telling her how much better he is than other guys. Comparing himself to imaginary bad boys or using guilt tactics comes across as insecure, not confident. Giving unsolicited advice on everything it can feel patronizing and controlling instead of helpful. Being too curious about her schedule, asking where she is every moment or who she's with, feels like monitoring. Self-deprecating, comments for sympathy. Saying things like, "No one ever likes me," or "You're probably too good for me," manipulates her emotions. Not respecting boundaries. When she sets them, ignoring her, no, pushing for more time or forcing deeper conversations comes off as deeply uncomfortable. Sending multiple messages after. She says goodnight that a goodnight text is the end of the conversation. Continuing afterward feels intrusive, constantly asking for her location. Even casually asking, "Where are you now?" too often feels like tracking. Oversharing. Way too early. Telling deep emotional stories on the first or second date feels overwhelming, not intimate. Watching her instead of participating in conversations. Just staring and listening without contributing comes off unsettling. Wanting to rush physical intimacy. Trying to hug, touch, or kiss too soon makes her uncomfortable. Getting too comfortable too fast. Acting like he's known her forever when they just met feels forced and strange. Apologizing excessively. Saying "I'm sorry" repeatedly, even for small things, signals instability. Giving gifts. Too early. Buying expensive or personal gifts when they barely know each other makes him appear obsessive. Tagging her in posts without permission. Especially early on, it crosses boundaries and feels like possession. Watching her stories immediately. Every time. Being the first viewer on every post can feel like he's keeping close tabs. Talking about how different she is from other women. It sounds manipulative and creates pressure. Showing up. Right after she posts her location online. Even if coincidental, it feels calculated. Conclusion. Getting moody when she doesn't respond quickly. Acting sad, frustrated, or passive-aggressive is a major red flag. Offering unwanted physical help. Insisting on carrying things, touching her shoulders, or fixing her clothes without consent feels intrusive. Being pushy about meeting her friends or family. Wanting to integrate way too soon feels suspicious or clingy.